Hello students, in this lecture video I am going to solve different types of problem. Okay, that is, in the previous lecture video I solved problems on composite wall having what only the two material, but here in this problem we have the material having made up of more than two material. Okay, so that problem I am going to consider here. Okay, composite wall, nothing but what here the number of elements, the material which is made up of number of different material, okay, bonding together, that form a composite wall. Okay, so that is what the composite wall here. Okay, so in the previous lecture video I solved the material having the element which is consist of only the two walls. Okay, but in here there are three walls will be there. Okay, so inner, middle, outer. Okay, so how we are going to solve in this problem that we need to study here. Okay, so a question given like this. Okay, that is, an induction furnace wall is made up of three layers. Okay, I will repeat, an induction furnace wall is made up of three layers, that is inside, middle and outer layer, with the thermal conductivity K1, K2, K3 respectively as shown in the below figure. Determine the nodal temperature. Okay, so the temperature distribution across the wall you need to calculate in this problem. Okay, so look at here, first we have to observe the diagram, what are which type of the boundary condition it is. Okay, so look at here, this is at node number 1 it is completely fixed but here the temperature distribution is exposed to the environment. Okay, so they are telling that induction furnace wall is made up of three layers, that is, here I stands for the inner and middle, outer. This is close to this wall and this is the middle surface and this is the outer surface. Okay, so here the heat due to convection it will be there, and here what the boundary condition is fixed, that is a surface temp, that is a surface temperature is given, that is boundary condition T1 is equal to, they given 600 degrees centigrade. Okay, they are calculating or determine the nodal temperature. You need to calculate the T2, T3, T4. Okay, along with that they given the thermal conductivity for each material is different. Okay, for the first material they given K1 is equal to 8.5 and the second element K2 is given 0.25 and the third element K3 is given this. Okay, and due to this heat due to convection they given H is equal to 45 watt per meter square Kelvin. Okay, the ambient temperature is given, that is the surrounding temperature is given, that is from here to here they are given T infinity is equal to 30 degrees centigrade. Okay, so our aim is to find the T2, T3, T4. Okay, how we solved in the previous lecture video. Okay, so how to solve this T2, T3, T4, now we are going to solve this. Okay, so first step is observe the diagram. Here what are the condition is given that you have to observe, what that is condition, nothing but boundary condition you have to observe in this problem. Okay, so they given the T1, that is surface temperature they given, so ambient temperature is given, you need to calculate T2, T3, T4. Okay, same procedure you have to follow, that is first you have to calculate the heat conduction, that is stiffness matrix for conduction due to conduction, and here the free end surface will be there. Okay, so this is a little bit different here. Okay, so first you note down and along with that they given length also. Okay, the first inner length is 25 centimeter, second one is a 5 centimeter, and third layer is a 3 centimeter. Okay, so note down the given data first. Length is equal to 25 centimeter and L2 for the second wall is equal to 5 centimeter and L3 is equal to 3 centimeter. Okay, so here this is we have to observe this. Okay, K stands for the thermal conductivity, so they given separate thermal conductivity for different layer. Okay, so K1 belongs to this, K2 belongs to this, and K3 related to this. Okay, note on here K1, K2, K3, and ambient, that is a T1. So here look at this is T1 and surface temperature is given 600, that is boundary condition you have to write on here. T1 is equal to 600. If you convert that into Kelvin, that is 213. If you add this you are going to get 873, and T ambient temperature 30 degrees centigrade, again plus 213. If you add means you are going to get 303 Kelvin. Okay, so heat convection, this is due to H stands for the heat convection. Okay, H is equal to 45 watt per meter square Kelvin. Okay, so these are the given data is they given. If you want to convert means this you have to convert 25 3 centimeter to meter. Okay, so first step is what? Okay, first comparing the given diagram you have to redraw that is finite element model. Okay, that is you have to build a finite element model. Okay, so look at this. So here how many nodes elements are there? 1 2 3 elements, node 4 node will be present. Okay, so this is give name number 1 2 3. Okay, otherwise you write down here the node number. Okay, so this point is give node number 1, this point you give node number 2, and this point you give node number 3, and this point you give number 4. Okay, that you have to write on here, that is the free body diagram, draw one line. Okay, so T1, T2, T3, T4, this is T1, this is T2, T3, T4. Okay, so here T1 is given. Okay, so T1 is equal to that they given what, how much, 600 degrees centigrade. Okay, so node number 1 consists of the T1 T2, node number 2 consists of 2 to 3, and third element consists of 3 to 4 numbering. Okay, so we have the formula for stiffness matrix for heat conduction. Okay, already we derived this equation, and this derivation is also very important for the point of examination. You have to remember this. Okay, so stiffness matrix heat due to conduction. Okay, conduction already we studied in the introduction class. What you mean by conduction, convection, and radiation. Okay, so stiffness matrix for the heat conduction formula is this, that is K suffix C is equal to AKL 1 minus 1 minus 1 1. Okay, so normally in the composite wall, if they given composite wall problem means they will not give the area. Okay, so here A stands for the area and K stands for the thermal conductivity they given, and length, okay, 1 minus 1 minus 1 1. Okay, so if the in the given problem, so area is not given means let us assume area is equal to 1 meter square. Okay, that is 1. Okay, area is equal to 1. Thermal conductivity for first element, okay, we are going to solve, that is the first element 1, area is 1, and the thermal conductivity is given 8.5. so write down here 8.5, and length is equal to 0.25, 1 minus 1 minus 1. Okay, if you simplify this, you are going to get 34 minus 34 minus 34 34. Okay, so this is the heat stiffness matrix of the first element K1. Okay, similarly there are two elements will be there, that is middle and outer. So calculate the K2 and K3. Okay, same formula here, just to replace K2 L2 and K3 L3. Okay, areas let us assume for the all the element is equal to 1. Okay, so similarly for the element second is equal to K2 is equal to area, let us assume 1 into 0.025, you have to convert that into centimeter. So length is equal to 0.05 for second element. Okay, the first element length is 25, second element length is 5, and third element is 3 centimeter. Okay, substitute here, so you are going to get the stiffness matrix due to conduction for the second element is equal to 5 minus 5 minus 5 5. Okay, coming to the third element, that is the heat due to this one. Okay, K3 is equal to 1, that is area, let us assume area is equal to 1. Okay, 1 into 0.08 divided by 0.03, 1 minus 1 minus 1 1. Okay, 2 point this, if you simplify this, you are going to get 2.6 minus 2.6 minus 2.6 2.6. Okay, so I will repeat, in this problem area is not given. Okay, so let us assume in this area, okay, you have to assume area is equal to 1 meter. Okay, if they not given in the given question in the thermal, especially in the heat mode, that is what the heat transfer mode, that is model number 4. Okay, now after calculating this what the for element number 1 2 3, so we our aim is to what the entire element conduction due to conduction is equal to, you have to add this. Okay, that is K1 K2 K3. Okay, so here K1 K2 K3 you have to add it here. Okay, so according to the node number how we solve. Okay, so if you assume this as a node of the first element, node consists of 1 2, this is 2 3, this is 3 4, so you got 3 4 into 4 according to the node number. You have to build a stiffness matrix, that is K is equal to K1 plus K2 plus K3. Okay, so you have to add according to the node number. So okay, so 4 into 4 matrix you are going to get, that is if you add those, Kc is equal to this. Okay, so this is 1, this is second element second row, third row, fourth, 4 into 4 matrix. Because now why it is 4 into 4, because here maximum nodes are what, 4 is there. So you are going to get the number of degree of freedom which is equal, what is number of displacement is equal to number of stiffness matrix, global stiffness matrix you are going to get. Okay, so after adding this K1 K2 K3, so you are going to get this, that is a heat due to conduction. Okay, but look at this, here the conditions is at node number 4, observe the diagram, at node number 4 heat is exposed to the air, that is surrounding. Okay, since the node number 4 is heat is lost by the surrounding by the convection. Okay, because it is exposed. Okay, some amount of heat is lost to the surrounding due to convection. Okay, for that the stiffness matrix due to the convection, okay, is given by, this is the formula. Okay, so we have the formula conduction due to, if the heat is exposed to the surrounding or heat is lost to the surrounding, so we have the formula stiffness matrix KH is equal to N, that is right hand side H is 0 0 0 1. Okay, so this is the third element. Okay, so H is they given 45 in the given question, H is given. Okay, so H is 45, so substitute H, and area, let us assume area 1, so 45 into 1, so 0 0, so if you multiply this you are going to get this one. Okay, so this is not element number 3, this is a element number what, this is element number 3. Okay, that is the third element. Okay, so this is a third, this is what, the third element. Okay, so this is element number 3rd. Okay, coming to the next. So after calculating this, okay, heat due to conduction at the right hand side, after calculating this, So thus the global stiffness matrix due to the convection. Okay, so but we have the 4 into 4 matrix. Okay, so remaining this is the 2 3 2 3 2 3 will be there. So global stiffness matrix, so remaining you substitute 4 into 4 matrix, you write. So this which is equal to this. Okay, 0 0 0. So remaining not given, let us take as 0 0 0. Okay, so 0 0 0 0. Okay, flip this. Okay, yeah, left hand, because why it is 4 into, if you substitute here, but global stiffness heat due to conduction is equal to what, 4 into 4 is there. Okay, but this is what, conduction due to heat loss convection is equal to 2 into 2 is there, but we need 4 into 4 matrix. So we have to this is at node number 2 and 3. So these values substitute 2 and 3 here. Okay, that is 2 and 3, remaining you have to 4. Okay, now the real global stiffness matrix is equal to Kc plus Kh. Okay, heat due to conduction and heat due to convection. Okay, so write down this heat due to conduction value and heat due to convection, write down is, okay, if you add these two, you are going to get this value. Okay, 34 plus 0 34 minus 34 plus 0 minus 34. Okay, so this is what the global stiffness matrix for what the given composite wall. Okay, so once if you calculate the global stiffness matrix, you need to calculate the force vector due to free end convection. Okay, we have the formula force due to free end convection at the right hand side. This formula we have to remember this. Okay, force due to free end convection is equal to A H T naught 0, 1. Okay, so A stands for here area, H stands for convection, ambient temperature. Okay, so this is not element number 3, this is element number third element. Okay, so this is the element number third is there. Okay, so this is element number not a 5, this is element number 3. Okay, so so in element number 3, so we have the free end convection, substitute the values here. Okay, area 1, H is 45 and ambient temperature they given in the given data 303. Okay, 0, 1, this is the formula is there. Okay, force vector due to the free end convection. Okay, so write down here 0. So if you calculate this, means you are going to get these values. Okay. Okay, now the global force vector is equal to what? This is node number only 2 and 3, but we have the 4 into 4 matrix. That is global force vector is equal to, this is temperature 1, T1, T2, T3 is equal to 0. So this you have to substitute these values. Okay, so that is 2, 3. So this is a node numbering 2, 3, 1, 2 is absent. So 1, 2 absent, let us assume this is 0, 0. Okay, so now you have calculated the global force vector. Okay, force vector due to the free end convection, and this is different, this is different. Okay, so now as usual procedure, next the equilibrium equation, that is matrix K T, which is equal to F. Okay, where T stands for the nodal temperature, that is T1, T2, T3, T4 up to 4 degree, they are only given in the question. Okay, already we calculated this nodal displacement how we taken in the previous model. So like that, here the displacement replaced by the temperature, note on here temperature T1, T2, T3, T4. So this also we calculated. Okay, so now we apply the boundary condition. Okay, so in the given question they given what, the temperature T1 is given. Okay, so T1 is equal to 873. Okay, so eliminate this first row first. Okay, so second row, note on here 34 into T1 plus 32 into T2, okay, minus 5 into T3. So this 0 into 0, 0, which is equal to 0. Okay, coming to the second, so this 0 into T1 is 0, minus 5 into T2 minus 5 here done, and 7.6 into this is 3T. Okay, this, okay, second row completed. Okay, okay, here just you can replace here only. Okay, no need to calculate further. Okay, just to take the second element here, T1 is present. Okay, so now 39 minus 5 T3, this goes to this direction. Okay, but we have the value T1 is equal to what, 873. So substitute T1 is equal to in this, so you are going to get the 39 T2 minus 5 T3. Okay, so this is equal to this. Okay, now what you want to do is the replace the second row with the new matrix. Okay, so give equation number 1, replace equation 1 to from here. Okay, that is second row. Okay, so after replacing you are going to get this. Okay, 39 minus 5, same, this is 39. Okay, minus 5 this only. Okay, 39 minus 5, this 2 9, so this side. Okay, T3 write as it is, so T3 T4 write as it is, T3 T4 as it is. Okay, we want the our aim is to T1 should be removed from the given matrix. Okay, like that you have to simplify this. Okay, so T2 T3 T4 will be there. On simplification you are going to get the T2 value and T3 value and T4 value. Okay, so T2 is equal to 846.25 Kelvin, T3 is equal to 664 Kelvin, T4 is equal to 323. Okay, so like this you have to calculate the nodal displacement temperature for the given composite wall. Okay, so T1 already they given, so these are the nodal temperatures from the given composite wall. Okay, like this you have to solve the numerical problems on composite wall. Okay, in the previous section only the 2 wall we solved, but here 3 wall will be there. Okay, this is most important question. So in examination they may ask you either composite or fin problems, any 100%. Okay, one derivation they may ask you. Okay, so I hope to understand this problem on composite wall. Okay, thank you very much.